And then Darking just throws in, tell your friends to join next week. I don't know if you saw that right before the game started.
Yeah. Of course, we do have a double elimination bracket today because we have lower signups. If we have higher signups, it would be single elim.
Yeah, I almost forgot I wasn't observing anymore. I just like instantly went into observer mode. Let me in, coach. I'm an observer now. No, I'm just kidding. I was doing just decent enough to get by. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're back at it. He's doing it again, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. I love it. He's going for it. This is exactly what he needs to take out his opponent. He has a little bit more knowledge. Can he pull off the 2-0 victory? It is Alpha X's and United States of America's StarKiller, the original gangster.
The OG going for that pull first and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ice and Chrome LE. We have the American Terran player, the rising star, his debut here in Battle of the Americas. Can he make it to the finals for that rematch against Cham? He's gonna have to get through his opponent first. We have representing Icebound Esports, it is WildGame.
All right, guys. I have this theory here. This is completely irrelevant to anything we're seeing right now, other than the fact that it's StarCraft related. Now, the Lings are going to come up. The gas is taken as this goes down. Stay with me, guys. Light, you're around the same age as me. You've seen Lilo and Stitch, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I got my friend into StarCraft, and she's a little younger than me. She's 21 right now. I think I'm 27. I know I'm 27. I don't. And she put some things together in my head, and we had a long discussion. But stay with me, guys. StarCraft. Raynor is inmate 626, right? He gets fitted. He was in jail. He became a soldier, and we came up with this theory that Lilo and Stitch experiment 626 is Stitch, and he was also a prisoner. So is Stitch? Did they steal the entire theme of StarCraft? Lilo and Stitch came out 2 years after StarCraft in 2000, I think, and StarCraft came out in 98. I don't remember the exact numbers, but they're both inmate 626. Well, one's inmate, one's experiment 626. And if you play the opening scene side by side where Raynor gets fitted and where Stitch gets out of jail, they are almost identical. I think I broke light, guys.
So, how high as a kite were you when you were coming up with this theory? What are you on, mate?
Does that not make any sense, guys? Am I crazy? Possibly. But come on, guys. 626 versus 626. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys.
Oh my god. And with that, Lilo and Stitch.
Man, I don't know how we got there, but we're there. It happened.
God. God damn it. So this
626, man.
The 15 pool, you know, he was able to kill 4 workers, which was pretty decent. The bunker's being thrown down to the low ground, and I don't know if this is the right idea to go up against this Roach Ravager.
Oh, I've seen this build. I love this build. I do this every day on the ladder.
Oh my god.
You go for quick Lings, and then they're like, oh, Lings are coming, let me hold. And then behind this, you go Roach War, and since there's no scouting, he never went for a Reaper. He's going, oh, Cyclone. I love this. I love this. No Reaper, going straight into a Cyclone.
Yeah.
He already has Marines out. I think he's going to be able to hold this.
Yeah, like, sure, StarKiller is delaying the natural, but the Cyclone locks on to the Ravager. Is he gonna get it?
God, this is bad.
Wow.
It's one hit away. It's one hit away. He can't do anything with it. He'll save it, but this completely shuts down the aggression here. And now he has a Banshee coming out. Who can hold games like this other than WildGame?
Exactly. Like, I love it. Like, a lot of players, they'll just give up their low ground, but instead he was able to save it. He lost a couple of SCVs in the process, but it's totally worth it in this position. Yeah. And just gonna be able to kite this and take out more roaches.
I mean, it was such a huge investment here from StarKiller. It's you lose 4 drones and that's nothing. Or 4 SCVs, I mean, and it's nothing for WildGame here. It's worth it because he saved the CC, and God, he's just picking these roaches off. What a quick response to get out that their Cyclone.
Yeah, the Cyclone is just what you need. He could even get an Overlord as well. Like, he just has complete map control at the moment, getting more and more damage done. And the problem is the follow-up, right? The Banshee, the Cloak that's on the way. Like, what is there here to defend? There's a Spire on the way. He's going 2-base Spire. He's got his lair. But, like, there's one Queen for each base, and there's no Spores.
I just want to see him do this to Cham.
Yeah, and he got another Overlord.
Yeah, this is looking real bad for StarKiller. StarKiller tried to go for something cheeky to throw WildGame, but WildGame, oh god, WildGame's so good, WildGame, but also here, I think WildGame was making those for defense because he never got Cloak.
Yeah, actually, WildGame,
he did get Cloak, but he just didn't activate it.
It finished just as the Banshee died. He was waiting for the Cloak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got it.
Yeah, he was able to catch the Cyclone. So StarKiller getting a couple of wins here. He got the Banshee. WildGame was a little bit too aggressive with it, without Cloak, he was only a couple of seconds off. So that upgrade was kind of completely wasted in those moments. So yeah, so far StarKiller, he's getting back into this. I'm just going to quickly check. WildGame, he has not spotted the Spire. He did spot the lair, so I don't know if he's going to put 2 and 2 together.
What is this? He just put down 2 Spore Crawlers in his natural. Oh, he was supply blocked.
Yeah.
I've done that before. Sometimes you really just need to get out 1 extra muta to get to that count of 7 mutas that one-shot drones. Well, he knows the mutas are here now because of that Banshee. That's good. Really good here. He lost the Banshee, but has complete knowledge that there's mutas here.
Yep, he knows exactly what his opponent went for with that fast lair. Knows that mutas are on the way, and now...
No Evo chambers, though. Wow, no Evo chambers, so there's no... anti-air here, but he does have a decent amount of Marines.
Yeah.
StarKiller's kind of really investing into these mutas, though. Like,
exactly.
heavily.
Like, the engineering waves only just finished, so the missile turrets are starting, but they're so late, and he has to make sure that the tanks don't get picked off.
Okay, so that was good, but I think that's kind of where this ends.
Yeah. Like,
I think this is the bonus of WildGame only going for 2 bases. Well, he has the 3rd here, but he hasn't landed it, and he hasn't even tried to drone it up.
Oh,
God, Stim! He got Stim! He got Stim!
Wow, and that completely hinders the push that WildGame wants to go for. Like, 1-1's on the way, it would have been lined up with Stim, and that's when he wants to push, but now it's delayed by so much.
Oh yeah, and he's going for it now. He's got free reign now. Well, I guess not really. I think this is kind of where it settles down. He just has to keep the Marines in that dead space between all of the auto turrets, but I don't think he has auto turret in the main. He's being pretty greedy. He has 1 by his barracks, but none in the actual... Oh, he does have 1 in the worker line. Okay. Yeah. All right, he's got it. He's got it hellbound.
He even has Marines in the main as well, just in case. But he goes in, tries to snipe that combat shield. Interesting that combat shield gets started first before Stim. But
yeah, I guess he just wants to defend a little bit longer, but he's not in a very defensive position here.
Yeah, these mutalisks are doing a lot. They're basically containing his opponent. Meanwhile, he's actually coming across the map with a bunch of Lings as well.
There's no wall. He can't build a wall, and the Lings the drones are clumped up. The SCVs, I mean, he's gonna push out to get the mutas, and then the Lings can come and surround.
Oh, yeah, he has to be so careful. And StarKiller actually pulls back, which it's interesting. StarKiller, he's actually making nothing but units right now. Just pure Ling muta. There are no Banelings here whatsoever. No Baneling nest. And, this could be a mistake. WildGame, he's trying to expand.
Yeah, I think he has to at this point. Either you expand or you attack, and he really can't attack, but also he can't expand. I think he's kind of just stuck here, and I don't think he's going to be able to win this one.
Yeah,
I think we might see StarKiller win it.
Yeah, the tanks aren't in position at all. The medevac got sniped as well by those mutas, and it looks like StarKiller is going to be able to at least destroy that army. He's getting on top of the tanks as well.
I think that was a 2-base Spire for the win. I don't know if he had 3 bases out yet, but yeah, Spire play won it here.
Yeah, again, like, WildGame expanding was just a little bit too greedy. He didn't really have what he needed to defend his base, and he left himself exposed. Ooh, nice Widow Mines, though. He kills the CC.
GG. I hope WildGame isn't running out of steam here. He did mention he was tired. He's had such a good run, and I hope he can continue. I really do not want to see him go home yet. Well, I guess he's already home, but I don't want to see him knocked out of the tournament anymore, or yet. I can't talk anymore. It's just been such good StarCraft. I don't need to be able to speak. I just need to be able to look at StarCraft.
Yeah, it's one of those things where starkiller he's very cheeky with how he plays, and you know you can find some avenues, some ways in. Like even though he went for like an early pool and early roaches, it got completely shut down. But the mutas is where the damage was done. And like WildGame, he was setting himself up, like he was preparing for it. It's just starkiller found damage anyway. Like he sniped Stim. You know, he sniped a bunch of units as well. He got in with the Link Flood. Like, yeah, he made it work.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Of course, both players are blue. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I love it. That's funny. I just saw a tweet from Fear Dragon. He said, Cero keeps winning first place in EU Ladder Heroes every week, and I'm not even sure if he knows or he's just accidentally winning and wondering why he keeps getting $50 from me. And he said it's because he signed up years ago, and once you signed up, you're always signed up.
Ah, okay.
I was wondering how Cero was winning. I was like, did Cero really just sign up to win $50? But anyways, let's get into this because we know what's going to happen. We're seeing it. Here it is.
Oh my God.
In the top right-hand corner, busting out the cheeky plays, playing for Alpha X. He is StarKiller.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, getting... Oh, no, never mind. The American Terran player. I thought it was going to get 15 pulled again. We have, representing Icebound Esports, it is WildGame.
Okay, so this is his 2 plays here. I think he goes for the quick pull, and then he goes for the block. What is he doing here? Just straight in to hatch?
Yeah, it looks pretty, so far, pretty standard. Like there's no drone coming out for like a hatch block or anything like that. It's just, yeah, he did the extractor trick just to get out like a little bit of an earlier drone, and yeah, setting himself up, going hatch, gas, pool.
I don't get the extractor trick. Like, what do? You get your base a couple seconds earlier? But then your larva's kind of slowed down because you still have to get an overlord out and then produce your more larva to get your gas and your spawning pool. He's still, yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I remember. I think Dario, TLO, tried to do the math on it about like what's more efficient, to do the extractor trick or to not, because like you lose like mining time, you lose minerals, canceling the extractor as well.
Yeah, canceling it. I think you lose 5 minerals.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't think there was anything conclusive, but yeah, it's just a way that you can play, and I don't know what's strictly better or worse. We need you know what we need? We need a doctor. That's all we need.
We need a doctor. Is there a doctor in the chat? Of course. Now you guys are StarCraft players.
We need someone to verify. You know, is it worth doing the early extractor trick or not? It's just yeah, we need the math.
Someone get Elon on the phone. Oh God, is that Ling gonna go down? I believe so.
Oh!
It did.
Nice. He does get 1 Ling, keeping the Reaper alive for now. May get a second one. Has to be careful. The Queen is gonna pop out.
Almost got a drone there. Opting for the inject as opposed to the... Oh, he's gonna block the 3rd for sure as well.
Yeah. It's got the patrolling SCV.
Engineering bay block, maybe?
Oh, maybe. Oh, God.
Oh, no, the Reaper. But now he's like, hey, it's safe. I can go for my 3rd. But the SCV will not allow it.
Yeah, and I love how as soon as the Reaper dies, it's so important.
He's gonna see the layer. He's gonna see the layer.
And he sees it. He knows.
2 base muta again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Ooh, we'll
but it
see.
is now broken. He adapts. You do not get... WildGame is water. Whatever sort of container you put him in, he takes the shape. And he adapts and he wins.
Exactly. You throw him in a game and then he just molds to fit that game. And we'll see, as he was able to scout the lair. Again, he should have scouted that speed was being researched. So this is 2 base muta.
Yeah.
And we'll see how WildGame reacts, because again, like the Mutalisk, like the quote-unquote 2-base Muta last game, you know, won the game for StarKiller, and it could work again. Like, yeah, I don't want to see WildGame fall to it 2 games in a row.
Yeah, Evo or NG Bay's in the wall. I guess that's not that bad because there's no roaches coming out here.
Yeah,
there's a Viking out already, so that'll be able to scout any mutas coming over if it's in the right positioning at the right time.
Oh yeah, and Stim is starting a lot faster as well, so Stim should be done for the mutas. It won't get sniped.
And he has the engineering base early, so he can put down turrets, and he's going to see no third base right now. He's going to know the third base literally just went down in his face. He knows there's no third base. He knows this is 2-base muta. He's going to possibly risk these just to see what's going on, but he saw the layer, so he saw no roach horn and he saw layer. That means it's probably not roach nidus right here. And he even has vision out for the roach nidus, so he's got to know. He's got to be able to put up some static defense, some anti-air.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned that maybe he hasn't figured it out, because there were plenty of clues to know that it is 2-base Spire. Like there was the lair, there was the
double gas.
Oh my god, yeah, the double gas, and still no missile turrets.
Oh my god, he's a madman. He's too greedy. He has to know. There's no way he couldn't know. There's 10 mutas. 10 mutas. 5 are out. They're already on the way.
Yeah.
They're gonna show themselves. He's trying to hide them. I don't think he saw them.
I don't think he saw them. I don't think so. Like the Viking as well. Like nothing has been spotted. No missile turrets. I don't think WildGame knows. Okay, now he does.
He sees them now. Missile turrets. It should get just enough time to get put up and saved. But he's okay. There he goes. One is started up. I'm assuming in a natural, and then he's gonna go for the main. Okay, main was started first actually. Nothing in the natural with the weak point.
And what's important is that these Hellions are buying time right now. They pulled the Mutalisk all the way to the right-hand side of the map, as far away as possible, so he has enough time to get all of these missile turrets up. I love this. He's even moving his tanks back a little bit just so they aren't exposed. He needs to make sure that he doesn't lose too much. Yeah, he isn't. I don't know if he needs to.
Upgrade's going to be very exposed. The engine bay is going to be exposed.
Oh, God.
That's going to be the prime target, but honestly, I'd rather you go for that than the mineral line. And the mineral line, he's bought enough time now. It's protected. He's going to have to repair. Oh, he's got one on the outside, too, and on the inside. This is perfect. He's adapting. He's defending. He's got it down to a science here.
He's going.
And he's going for it.
Oh, my God.
These mutas are going to have to come home.
Yeah, the mutas even if they get the engineering bay, the upgrade finishes.
It finishes, and now he's thinking like, okay, I'm gonna get to NG bay. You should be attacking me. Where are your Marines? Attack me! Don't let me take out your. And he's like, oh god, this is where it settles in. He left. He's gone. He's not home anymore.
Exactly. There's nothing at home for StarKiller. He's morphing in a couple of roaches. Roaches are not what you want.
No! There's one Ravager morphing in and one roach being made. And all these workers are cornered and slaughtered, much like the, I forgot what they were called in Star Wars, when Anakin goes and murders all the women and children.
Just like the children, question mark. Oh my god. And here we go, the mutants are trying to dive on top of the tanks, but there are just so many Marines here. He has them, he has +1 as well, and he's not letting them anywhere near it.
Yes, that's right. I said cocoons. I called it right. I'm gonna start calling people out when they say he's targeting the eggs, because they're not eggs. They're cocoons shaped like eggs.
Exactly, they're alive is what they are. And now WildGame, he killed the third base. He's rotating around. To be fair, StarKiller bought enough time to have a decent Roach Ravager count.
Yeah. Wait, this is probably not the time, but have you seen all the memes about cakes? Oh my god! What if cocoons before time have just been cakes?
Oh my god!
He is good at picking up tanks, but he's not going to be able to do that here. But roaches don't trade efficiently against Marines. And as long as the tanks, he's not corrosive down that good. The roaches are not able to take all this out. It's just a real slow push here. And behind this, WildGame is securing a third base question mark? No third base coming up. But he has a superior army. He still has a higher army count. It's just back at home defending and watching and waiting for a counter. And I think he's still in a good position. He forced StarKiller down to 2 bases, and 2-base Zerg versus 2-base Terran is favored for the Terran. He's going NG Bay and Armory.
And the mutas, like, it's important to note that the Muta production has stopped for Starkiller. Like, these are the only Mutalists that he has left. He's going Roach Ravager with his main composition, and oh, you know, he's trying to find some damage with them.
I was gonna say, what happened to the auto turret over there? Yeah, so these are what you call scouting mutas. All he can really do is scout and let you know what's going on back at home. And he sees another CC. That means, I mean, I don't know what that means, but if I'm Starkiller, like, oh, we got a third CC, that means I can drone up. I can get my third base. But no, that's not what that means. That means that the Starkiller is dead here as soon as WildGame goes for a push. I'm just kidding. I don't know if it's that cut and dry, but ooh, I love this. This is WildGame's forte. Yeah. This is him at home. He's got a drop going across the map. At the same time, he has a large army ready to push out.
Like, this is what WildGame has become known for. He's going for this multi-prong. The main army is pushing out through the middle of the map. Oh, almost catches some Mutalists as well.
Medevacs, they kind of like, oh, run, and then they kind of stayed. Medevacs look like fish when they like move around like that. I don't know why he gave me that.
Yeah, like, and the drop, it's here. Oh, he's gonna get it again.
God, he's becoming famous for these upgrade stops.
Oh my god.
He's not going to get out alive here. Oh, he can. There's only one Muta left, and he has enough to get out of there alive.
And the whole army got pushed away.
Oh, my God. And now they're out of position. He's going to take the third base again. That's all he's doing is buying 5 seconds. Count it, people. 5 seconds, and the base is dead. He can take this fight if he wants. He can leave if he wants. He should leave. He needs to leave, but he is. He's going to lose a tank. That's fine. But if he gets out of there, he's golden.
Exactly. He's continuing to trade and kill more and more Roach Ravagers since they don't really trade too efficiently. And there's only one Mutalist, so he can just pick up. He just goes right into the main.
Oh, and they're so slow. He's gonna get the other evo chamber.
He can get the other one. He's gonna get it. He came back for it.
And behind this, he's up in workers, securing his third base. He's got a bunch of what are they called? The yellow worker guys that fall out of the sky from somewhere.
Mules.
The mules, yeah. Even though technically a mule is half horse, half donkey. I don't know what a mule is in StarCraft.
Oh my god.
Half Colossus? Thor? I don't know.
It's something. It's half something. It's a hybrid of some kind, and I was like, WildGame has done so much damage that it's forcing Starkiller all in. Like, he is gonna deal with this drop. He's pushing out with all this Roach Ravager. Is there enough here?
Speaking of hybrids, is there any way I will pay to have it commissioned? We need the turtle duck from Avatar emote in the chat. But that's besides the point here, guys. This is the last final push here from Starkiller. And it's looking like a scary army, but so many Marauders. That's the perfect answer here.
Yeah, this bio trades so well. A couple of Corruptors as well, actually, surprisingly. I don't know if they were a mistake.
I think they were meant to try and push back these drops, but they did not push back the drop. The Roach Warren goes down. There's no economy left. This is all right here. There's so many Ravagers, though, so many battles. He made a planetary at the third.
He made a planetary!
Madman. There's no way he can break that planetary. Now with these Marauder Marine, Medevacs, and tanks, this is it. I think WildGame has won. He's got one little stream of P going on to that. And it's not going to be enough. Yeah, we're going to go into game 3 here.
All the Ravagers fall. The drop as well kills the spawning pool.
GG. Oh my god. WildGame is absolutely wild. I love it, man. I love it.
Oh my god, that was amazing to see. The drops, they just did so much damage. I love how he got one of the evos and then he came back for the other. Like, he really wanted them, and that's the hard part about going Roach Ravager. Like, as opposed to Ling Bane, your army is so slow, you just get pulled apart, you know? He just kept going from the third to the main and back again, and he just couldn't keep up with the drops.
Yeah, he definitely could not keep up, and I mean, it is to be expected. We did see him get defeated early on. He got one game with the Muta play. He tried it a second time, but I just love how WildGame adapts, and it's refreshing to see something like this come out of the NA scene. To beat Starkiller twice? Well, I mean, I don't know yet, okay? We still got one more game. So we'll see.
Oh, we will see as we have the final game, the final lobby being ready for us here in this best of 3. And oh boy, it's gonna be on Pillars of Gold.
right, hold up. Someone said that mules are honkies. What does that mean? I mean, there's an actual term for that. That makes me think a hog mixed with a donkey.
Oh my god.
It would be like a fat pony, a pork pony. I don't know.
Oh,
Sounds
god.
very strange. But honky is actually a word out here in Texas. I don't know if it's just Texas or everywhere. Yeah, it's actually, I think it's a derogatory term. I think it's a bad term or something.
Oh boy, yeah, we're just setting up, and I mean, a hunky, he could also be referring to a horse donkey.
Yeah, horse donkey, which is a mule.
Yeah.
But, but also honky, they use that to like a dance or a party as a honky tonk. That's what they call it in the country.
That
Going
sounds
down to the honky tonk.
that sounds very Texas.
Oh, it's super Texas. It might be a South thing in general, South America, South United States, but definitely out here in Texas.
Look, since somehow my mind has gone here, I've had arguments before, discussions about America and how
Let's argue.
There are southern states that aren't in the South. How does that make any sense?
I wonder that too. Technically, they are in the south of the United States, but they're just not very south. I think it more has to do with the weather.
What does that mean? Like, there are states that are in the South that aren't considered to be in the South. Like, what is happening?
I think it has to do, in my opinion, with the weather, and where the weather is. It makes a lot of southern places better for crops and growing farmland. So therefore, they become really rural, and there's no like city, so they're considered country. And anything country, they just call it the South out here.
Man, you got to get your directions in order, okay? Because this doesn't make any sense to me, all right?
Come on, man. You think I'm going to get my directions in order? Let's roll the clip of yesterday.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's in our Discord if you guys want to go check it out. My geographical skills are just so on point in some of the clips. But let's not talk about that, man. Geography is not my strong point. Well, my strong point is badly introducing the characters and players of this game. And down here in the bottom left-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, it is the ace match. It is the final match in the lower bracket. After this, we're in the finals. Can he make it? Is he going to lose it all here? He never stops doing this trick. It's his thing. Playing for Alpha X, it is StarKiller.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, as I thank someone in the chat, all hate no cattle. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. We really appreciate it. Talking about those drops were amazing. His drops were amazing. The American Terran player representing Icebound Esports, it is WildGame.
Oh, wow. I'm just discovering all these Texans here. Oh, shoot. You're in Dallas too? Dude, you need to hit me up on Twitter, Yoda_Slim. I'm trying to organize some lands. Obviously, you know, it'll be more when COVID's over. But for the most part, there's a little land sesh that goes on over here in Arlington. If you know the area, you have to if you're from Dallas. But yeah, hit me up, man. I'm trying to build a community here in Texas. Even if you're not in Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, Houston. I move around a lot when COVID's not going around. So, yeah, guys, follow me and message me. We can set something up. I want to get all the players, like, at least in a database, so when I do have an event, I can message everyone and see if they're down to show up, support, or contribute.
Yeah, and I love it. I love the chat coming in here. Like, yeah, like there are states in the South. There's some that's southern. There's some that's not made. Makes no sense to me, right? As someone from outside America, I don't get it. I don't.
I quite don't get it either, but
I think I was asking for, guys, you gotta just rearrange the states and make it make sense, okay? Just move everything around, and
yeah, then... I mean, I've always said we need to just completely get rid of Florida. I think that would free up some room to redistribute the states.
Oh god.
I'm gonna assume all hate no cattle is also from Texas or somewhere in the South, because why would you go with cattle as your name if you're not a cattle herder?
I was about to say cattle sounds like a very like Texan thing, so maybe.
Yeah, it is. It's very southern, very ranch, very cattle, and they donated a bunch of bits, so that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, we really
I feel like I haven't
it.
even seen them talk in the chat, and then they just show up with the bits and say awesome drops, and that's kind of it there.
I mean, those drops were pretty awesome. So I don't blame
him.
him.
No, they're not done yet, guys. Don't worry. There's going to be more drops. They were awesome. But, I mean, they're just so awesome that he had to contribute money, and that's sick. Thank you so much. We don't get that very often from random people that we don't talk to as much, you know? We do have a couple regulars, Turbo Quacker, Will the Beast, other people like that are always donating, subscribing, all that good stuff. So thank you, guys. Don't forget, there's an exclamation mark Matcherino in the chat, and there's some Matcherino codes. I don't know if they're all used up. Is the Reaper going to get this? No, he's not. He's going for the third block.
There's no third. This is so late. There is no third, period.
He sees the gas right there. Evo chambers go down for the block. Did he see the gas?
Oh my god.
He did see the gas on the low ground. Excuse me. He does know this is 2 base. Double gas.
Yeah, he doesn't know what though, especially because there is a wall going down and it is 2 base. LatAm once again. No gases in the main base though, so this could be, we were talking about it before, this could be Roach Nidus.
It's a trap. Whoa, E.T. Pwn Home's in Texas too?
There you go. What a small world.
E.T. Pwn Home and I don't know if your name is Spooge or Spog or S-P-O-O-G. Oh yeah, I know where Bedford is. Where are you from, E.T. Pwn Home? Y'all let me know in the chat. I will definitely answer you guys because I'm super interested in the StarCraft. But that sucks because I was hoping there'd be no GMs to beat me in all my tournaments.
You're like, damn it, ET's here. That means I can't win the tournament.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot happening in Texas, in the land of the Americas. And speaking of a lot happening, like here we have the lair finishes up. He has all 4 gases. He's working on all of these upgrades, so it doesn't look like Nidus because he is getting Roach speed.
I think this is gonna be a heavy Roach push. Oh my God! Look at this, a battle cruiser. I didn't even see it. I love this. This is what do Roaches do to a battle cruiser?
They do nothing. They cower in fear, and we may end up in like in another weird base trade scenario where the Roaches just push across the map while the BC kills everything. I mean, again, yeah, and WildGame, like he knows that this is 2 base. Like he sees the Roaches as well. WildGame should know exactly what is coming, so he should be able to respond. But he's getting a 3rd CC.
He could be expecting mutas, but he sees a Roach Warren in the Evo chambers. Oh, he sees all the upgrades. He has to know it's Roaches.
He has to know.
He's got to be. Oh, okay, so StarKiller's in the dark here. StarKiller, this is the question. Does WildGame just straight up jump his BC across the map, or does he walk it? If he walks it across the map, obviously he can't walk it. If he flies it across the map, he will be able to jump back home when the Roaches go back across the map. But if he teleports, he's gonna have to walk home to defend against the Roaches, or hold at home with just what he has.
Yeah, it's an interesting position that we're in, and oh, he's going for the teleport. And
he went for the teleport.
Yeah, he's going in here into the main base. What is there? There's a Spore, there's a single queen. So a decent amount of damage can be done. There are more queens on their way though. They have plenty of energy for transfuse.
And he's now getting Hydras and Hydra speed. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. There's a lot of queens though. He did blink in, so it's gonna be hard for him to be alive. You know how much he loves to lose his BCs early on. Oh, that's huge. There's not another BC. There's a Banshee actually coming out now. It is a decent follow-up. It's a smart follow-up. Man, this is getting dicey here. He's going neck.
Oh god.
He's getting the upgrade for the what is it? The accelerated. I forgot the upgrade called.
The
upgrade, Cyclone, shoot fast.
The Cyclone upgrade. I'm blanking on it too at the moment, but yeah, he is going mech, which is pretty interesting because this is kind of what StarKiller wants. StarKiller, he's going Roach Hydra of all things, and we've seen a struggle.
Dill pickle pizza. What the hell is that? Dill pickle pizza sounds disgusting. I'm sorry. Continue. Yeah, I don't know what happens here. He got the Banshee, now he's got another battle cruiser, and it was supposed to be a push, but now there's not a push.
Yeah, exactly. Like there is no push. Instead, StarKiller stayed at home. He expanded. He's working on his defense. Oh, the Hellions, they get into the natural.
This is like a Marine mech BC Marine push. I don't know here. He's getting an armory now, and Hydras are coming out.
I mean, the thing is, he does scout the Hydra, so he does know the army composition that he's going up against. I'm just concerned for WildGame because Roach Hydra, we've seen it struggle a lot against Bio. It does okay, does decently against mech. So yeah, this is gonna be an interesting game.
All right, both players are securing their 3 bases, so StarKiller going for a 4th. All right, I think it's safe to say get your popcorn and sit back. We're gonna go into a long game here.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe,
we're gonna be
maybe.
we're gonna be heading into a longer one. Shout out to Ades in the chat. We've casted him plenty of times. The Brazilian Terran player. Hey, where were you today? Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on, man? And I just completely missed what the upgrade was called. It popped up and I couldn't read it fast enough.
That was a cyclone upgrade. It's fine. That's all we need to know.
Augmented something or another. Someone in the chat, let me know. It's gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to YouTube this or Google it. I mean, not YouTube. Why would I YouTube an upgrade?
Yeah, and at the moment, WildGame, he was trying to go for multi-prong. He went in with the Banshee, he went in with the Hellions, but he got pushed back on both ends. Oh my god, the Hellions being hunted down as well by StarKiller. And this is the problem, right? Like, WildGame is so good at drops, but you can't really do that with mech.
Yeah, you really can't. Hydras aren't usually that good against mech, though.
Yeah, I mean, like Roach Hydra.
Medevac upgrade? What the heck is that? I don't think I've ever seen that thing.
Oh my god,
that's a medevac upgrade.
Is that the fast? Is that the fast transforming upgrade? The smart servers? Yeah, is that what that is?
Smart I think servers? That is. I'm surprised you know that name.
Yeah, Yaku says it all the time because he's like, oh my god, he's going smart servers. It's like, no, he's not. It's like, god damn it.
We're about to see right now. What is it?
We will see.
Magfield Accelerator was the name of that
That's it, Magfield Accelerator. I knew it was, yeah, there we go. It's all coming back to us.
Smart servos.
Smart servos.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think you can even fit his whole army in there.
Oh my, that's a lot of overlords.
This is what we call here in America a Hail Mary. He's going for it. He's throwing the ball all the way down the field. He wants his touchdown right here, right now. He's done. He's over it. He doesn't want it anymore. Oh my god, he gets BC.
Wow.
Oh, good pickup. So expensive.
Yeah, I was going to say that maybe the BC would be in position to intercept these Dropalors, but it gets taken out. Now there is an opportunity here to go right into the main base. Meanwhile, WildGame, he's going for a big Hellion run by, but he runs into Hydras.
Yeah, but at least he knows there's Hydras back at home.
Oh my god, but the drop.
Is this gonna work? I think it'll work.
This could work. Like it's out of range of the sensor tower, so he has no idea. He has a single Viking. A single Viking is not gonna stop all of these Dropalords.
I think this is gonna work.
This could be it. This could be the game-ending move right here. Oh my god, all this. I mean, all this army here, and none of it's gonna take you. None of it's gonna help. Here we go. He sees it.
How does he get it into the main base? He has to. Even if he lifts everything, there's Hydras here.
Yeah, he's evacuating all the SCVs.
God, the counter Doom drop is here. He's got nothing on the high ground. Is he gonna just abandon all his tech and go for a counter? Is he gonna pull back?
Like, what are you gonna do? Try and run up the ramp into all these Hydras? Like, there's no way. Like, yeah, he just gives up his base.
And you rebuild.
Exactly, that's exactly what he's doing, and he's backing off, which is, I think, is a smart move because he has so many tanks. In the head-on engagement, he wins, but he's gonna lose so much here.
Now, did he lose all the buildings? Did he save any? Okay, he saved a factory, a starport, and he's remaking 2 more factories, so he's gonna continue this mech style, but I hope he gets some cyclones out here. He needs something a little bit more mobile.
That he does, and the Hydras are trying to find a way in, but again, like, this is a really strong position.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's gonna jump on top of the tanks! He's gonna jump on top!
Oh. Is it a good idea? I don't know if that's the best idea. There's a lot of tanks here. It's working. He's doing it! He's doing it!
Oh my god, he's doing it!
So many workers go down.
Yeah.
And now StarKiller has the worker lead, the tech lead, the base lead. I cannot believe that this is how WildGame is possibly going to go down. He's going for counters in the 3rd and the 4th base of StarKiller. I don't know if it's going to be enough to end it here, though.
This is what he needs to do, but he needs to do this and more. He gets cleaned up on both ends. Even if he kills his hatchery, it's not enough. Like WildGame, he's on 2 base economy. Everything's burning down. The starport's burning down as well. There we go. It's finally getting repaired. But
our team has 98 army, and WildGame has 26. Man, I didn't want to see WildGame go out like this. This is honestly a very disheartening end.
Yeah, like WildGame, this is the game that he decides to play mech, and because of that, like, anti-air is so limited as well. Like, he completely missed the doom drop into the main base. He didn't see it coming at all, and now, like, you didn't even need Vipers. There's just enough army here to maybe push through. To be fair, there's a pretty good tank line, so it's going to be difficult to crack, but StarKiller, he's just going around to the other side.
Yeah. There's not much defense here, and he has such a good economy. You could just throw this army away, remax out, and go back in. Or just he could just starve the Terran. I think that's the call here. You just make sure he can't expand again.
Yeah, and he's working on his hive again. Like, to be able to break this with Hydralisk, like, you need Vipers with blinding clouds, and then you can go in. So he's working on that hive. He will have it eventually. Until then, he's just posturing around and making sure he contains his opponent to these bases, and he's even spreading creep here at the 3rd.
What an absolute slugfest. Imagine if he had all those earlier. How terrible that would have gone for StarKiller.
It's too late. Now he's throwing down all these missile turrets. It would have been amazing, but yeah.
I'm honestly a little hurt, man. I don't like seeing... I got a little bit too attached to WildGame here, guys. I'm simping it up here. I caught feelings, and now I'm sad to see WildGame go. I just don't see a comeback here for him. Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure it's not just us, but a bunch of people in the chat. We've been following WildGame all day yesterday and today. Such a great player, but this is how is he gonna come back into this? The only way I think is if StarKiller rams his face into this like massive siege line, like maybe twice, and then maybe WildGame can come back. But
maybe. I think he's got to ram his head into that thing like 4 times, please. Because even if it's defended, it's way too risky for WildGame to push out. If he completely smashes this army, he would then have to try and secure another base.
Yeah. It wouldn't be to push out. It would be to secure a base. And
yeah.
I mean, the Widowmine, it's getting some value. Every now and then it's been going off. But here we go. The Vipers are finally here.
There's so many Vipers. This is it. This is actually, there's a good tank spread. High ground, low ground, left and right. But I don't see it being enough here.
Yeah, the Yoinks, he was able to kill 3, 4, I think 5 tanks there. And again, just denying the bases. WildGame still stuck on this 3 base economy. And like he knows that his best chance at winning is to just macro up as for as long as he can until he gets maxed out. But StarKiller, he's not letting him do that. He's out here with the Hydras. He's gonna be hitting the other side as well.
Oh man, this is rough. I don't like this.
God.
Not like this WildGame, but honestly, good on StarKiller. You know, StarKiller, actually, the Cyclone army is getting kind of scary. You really can't engage Cyclones with Hydras. They're just too slow.
Yeah. Cyclones, they can kite for quite some time without infestors with fungal growth. Like, you can't really catch up.
Now they're both on even workers. Actually, StarKiller has more workers. He's got a planetary for defense. He's got the mobile Cyclones. The Yoinks, though. The Yoinks on the Cyclones. He can yoink them all. He can yoink every Cyclone.
God.
That was the losing move right there.
All the Cyclones went down there. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it, but he yoinked all the Cyclones. Again, it's gonna be hard to push in. There is still enough energy though. He yoinks the tanks.
He yoinks the tanks and a Viking. God, those are so low on health, those Vipers, but they got yoinks for days. What are they doing here?
Yeah,
it's such a weird way to pick things off.
Yeah, he's actually able to hit the high ground. Again, more tanks are being created, being positioned. Finally, that Widowmine that was in the middle got taken
right
out.
There. At the ramp right next to the Hydras to the left of him.
What?
See right there?
What?
Maybe?
What are you doing
She just came
here?
for the show.
God damn it.
Oh, that was actually good use of the sieged up Overseer there. Oh man, the defense is on point as well.
Yeah, there's stack defense here.
Where is it?
We'll see. He's actually pulling the army back.
Yeah, wow, actually causing a lot of damage here. StarKiller pulling an entire rabbit out of a hat.
Yo, this is crazy. So he pulled StarKiller back, and he was able to
expanded. He knows StarKiller keeps trying to hit that northeastern part, but I think WildGame knows what's up. StarKiller knows what's up, and he's going to look at that side.
Yeah, and I love what he's doing. He's getting ghosts, like Ghost with the EMP upgrade. Like, this is what he needs. He needs to neutralize these Vipers.
Oh, that's so good. If he can completely neutralize Vipers, there's no yoinks. There's nothing.
Oh, but his army isn't in position to protect his fresh base. Like, it's gonna be going down. All of these SCVs as well. Like, this is really what he needed. His lifeline, WildGame, to stay into this game, and he just can't. He can't defend it.
I think he should have taken the other base. When he pulled the army back, he should have taken that base right there.
Yeah, he should have.
Actually, he can do both. I mean, he's got a lot of mules, and honestly, the banks aren't that different. StarKiller's mining more, but they're both pretty heavy. Like, they got a lot of money banked up. One really good engagement here as time goes by, as WildGame comes back. One bad engagement for StarKiller can change it.
It definitely can, depending on how bad it is, right? Like, the tanks are sieging up. I love this. We have some missile turrets as well to protect the tanks from the Vipers, but here we go. He's going in. Oh, the Vipers.
Is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it?
Ooh.
Oh, he gets the EMP off on half of the Vipers. He's got some more EMP energy. Is it gonna be enough there? There's so many tanks. He's taking a bad engagement.
Yeah.
He's losing so much here.
He just lost half his
God. WildGame is coming. If WildGame wins this game, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do.
Oh my God, he held, and he holds on to that fresh base as well. And
he held on to all of the ghosts. Oh my God, he's doing it. He did lose a lot of workers here, but he's coming back. The economy is coming back here. The defense, oh my God. I don't want to say he's back yet, but he definitely has another leg in this fight now.
He has an opportunity here, and I think the biggest thing is that StarKiller, he's not really teching up. He's going Ling Hydra now. I love it. Lings are really good for support. And finally, there we go, Spire. I was about to say, he's been maxed out for a while now. He should have been taking up to Broodlords. He has not, so his Spire is incredibly late.
Broods would have ended this a long time ago.
It would have, yeah. He's giving WildGame an opportunity right now to come back.
Yeah, but at the same time, he has expanded pretty much everywhere on the map. While he doesn't have the highest of worker counts, he does have a decent worker count. He's got a nice bank. He's got good static defense, and he's got a big army here.
Oh, God.
Are you going to throw Banes in the mix or just fully upgraded Lings? These Lings are crazy.
Oh, he's sniping the Vipers. Oh, only gets one.
He needs the EMP. And this is it, guys. This is the big engagement here. If he breaks WildGame, oh my God, he EMP'd all the Vipers and destroyed the entire army.
He did it again.
StarKiller, and WildGame is bringing it back. This is completely 100% anybody's game now. He's even trying to secure that base to the north. He has more CCs ready to be placed down up at that northern base. He needs to put down a planetary up at the northern base, I believe personally, but he's bringing it back, guys. He's doing it. WildGame. Send me your Cash App, and I will send you money just for playing so good. I feel like this StarCraft this good should not be free.
Yeah, oh my God, this massive Hellion run by, what it's doing, it's keeping his opponent busy, it's keeping StarKiller busy, and he's taking a base behind this as well, and he's getting a lot of worker damage.
Wow, 16 workers went down, and now StarKiller is sitting on, what is this, 5 bases now. He's up in workers. Oh no, StarKiller's still up in workers, okay. That was WildGame who was up in workers. He did kill some workers, so I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the big problem is that obviously StarKiller, he's taking up. Greater Spire is on the way. Corruptors are on the way. He knows he needs Broodlords, and Broodlords...
18 Corruptors!
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of Corruptors. Like, the anti-air is really lacking here for WildGame. WildGame is focusing a lot on this ground. The only thing he can really rely on are his ghosts to snipe the Broods.
Oh my God, he's taking another base. And the base to the north is about to be taken out. It's not done yet. A planetary won't be morphed in. There's no units for defense. There's one tank, one Widow Mine. Cancel, mate. Cancel. Cancel.
There it is.
Good cancel. Good cancel. That's huge. He has enough minerals. Oh, nice Widow Mine. Does he have any tanks at that base over there?
He's not.
He has no tanks.
Oh my God, he's so exposed right now. This could be an opportunity for StarKiller to just, I don't know, find some crippling damage, but he's not going for it. I think he just assumes there are tanks there.
Yeah, he's just going for the bluff. Oh my God, this man and his liberators.
It's great, but the problem is, this is the big problem. Look at all those Broodlords.
He just saw that coming with the Widow Mines and backed up. He knows what's going on here. There's so many Brood Lords, and I think honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing a base trade here.
Yeah, like there are just so many
Brood
tanks.
Lords are so hard to get home.
GMPs, all the Vipers.
All the Vipers. But what is here to take out the Brood Lords? There's some ghosts. There's no vision though, so there's actually no vision here to stop the snipers, the ghosts from sniping all the Brood Lords. There's nothing here to stop him. Okay, there's a vision.
Almost one Brood Lord almost goes down, and immediately Thor production starts. You know, we have a Viking on the way as well. But is it going to be done fast enough? Like the Brood Lords are here.
There's too many. He's got to go across the map and go for a complete base trade.
Yeah, I love this. He unsieges all his tanks. He knows that he needs to get out. Like he cannot fight this with his army.
Don't just die here. All right, he's going for it. He's going for it. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
He's going. He's doing it.
All he has is a handful of Hydras here. He's maxed out. He can't make defense. He can't make anything at home. WildGame can lift up his bases and move them all over the map.
Ooh, that he can.
Oh my God. He's got 23 Hydras, and that's it. The tanks are here. He needs to split his army. He's splitting. He's going left, right. The only thing is, there's a lot more here that WildGame needs to kill than StarKiller has to kill.
Yeah, that's the problem,
StarKiller coming back with the Vipers and Hydras.
I mean, to be fair, this Viper Hydra, like they can go down to these tanks. Like WildGame can win the fight.
Tank.
Yeah,
Unsiege tank.
That's the problem. Oh God.
Yeah.
Siege.
Oh my God.
Up.
Oh no. Is this how it ends?
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. He is sieged up on the top of the ramp. EMPs again. But two Vipers still have energy. Meanwhile, the Brood Lords are just killing everything on the other side of the map.
Lift for the love of God.
He's lifting, but just to take another base.
Pivot. Pivot. What are we watching here, man? I don't know. Oh, these GG, well played. Good luck. WildGame taps out. StarKiller got his revenge in some sort of mad base trade. He wins it all. And I don't know what we just witnessed, man. What a almost comeback. What a freaking almost comeback here from WildGame. Jesus Christ.
Wow, GG, well played. Congratulations, StarKiller, for advancing to the finals. And we were talking about it before. I'm heartbroken as well. We've been following WildGame this entire weekend, and I was hoping for the rematch, but he gets taken out by StarKiller, by his cheeky play, by his two base mutas, by his two base roaches, which he didn't really push out, and then WildGame played mech. It was crazy. It was great.
Oh, man. That was as wild as WildGame gets. As wild as a wild game with WildGame in it gets. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, I'm so hurt that he lost.
Yeah.
But man, if you're listening, if you're watching, please come back next week. You gotta come back every week from here on out, man.
Yeah.
That was sick. That was quite a treat.
Exactly.
You know how after like a really good long series, the players are like, okay, give me a minute to get on the next series. I feel like I need to tell the players, give us a minute so we can get ready for the next series.
Yeah,
I need a breather, man.
If we need to compose ourselves, like that was.
I'm not. It's too soon. It's too soon for another StarCraft game. But luckily, we have a little bit of a break here as the players veto. It's going to be a best of 5. StarKiller is going to be down 1. And it is that time. It is that time of year, time of month, time of day, time of week where we get into my favorite part of this tournament, where one of you guys who joined the tournament, even though it was not that many signups this week, reasons for the WLM, we had some heavy hitters, we had a couple of random players, maybe 1 or 2, but we do have a prize. Let me break down the price before you guys hear. $10 to the highest placing NA player, $10 to the highest placing Latin American player. Those are bonuses on top of the $20 prize pool for the winner. And then we also have a random participation prize. You heard it, random participation prize. One random participant of the tournament who signed up, checked in, showed up, played their games, win or lose, they have a chance to be entered into this giveaway. And he will now, not he, they, all the participants will be entered into a little thing that Light has, a special machine, and Light will randomly generate one winner to get the $10. It's a little bonus for anyone who signed up. I don't know about you guys, but I hope WildGame gets it.
Yeah, like, because there are only 11 players eligible for this raffle, like, it's pretty good odds for one of these guys to win. And you know, it's a short list of really cool players. Like, I'm sure any one of these we would love to get awarded said raffle, and the list is ready.
You said 11 people?
Yeah, 11 people
are eligible. Wow, that's like 1 in 11 chance to win.
That's math.
Let's do some terrible math. What is that, like 1,000 chance? 1 in 1,000 chance? 1 in 1,100 chance?
What?
I said let's do some bad math, man. I didn't say it was gonna be good math.
Anyway, here we go.
Hey, here we go. Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please. We have our list of players. Here we go, clicking the randomize button, and Ison, he did it! It's WildGame!
He did it! It's WildGame who still wins! You wild man! Somehow, you still managed to do it. You did it. I love you. I am so happy for that. That is ridiculous. How does this even happen? We've never seen an animal such like this before. No one deserves it more than this guy.
Exactly. No one deserves it more than this guy. I can't believe he won.
Oh my
Congratulations.
God. What are the freaking I feel like WildGame is like a lucky omen. Like how many times does that ever happen that I want someone to win it and they do? I can't believe he won that. What the hell?
Oh my God, that was
beautiful. I don't think Sam's even won it.
He hasn't won it.
And he's played just about every single one. He has like 18 wins in this tournament under his belt. But what the hell? How did Wildcard win?
Exactly.
That is ridiculous.
I mean,
I'm gonna claim a recount. I think like cheated.
I mean, we were just talking about it. If anyone deserved it, it's WildGame. He played his heart out today and yesterday, just putting on an amazing show. We were talking about it, right? Like, his games were never clean. They were always dirty. They were in it. Just back and forth, always going to the ace match, and it was just great to see him play today.
I don't know what you did to me, Wildcard. I'm flustered. I'm sweating. I'm trying to catch my breath and my thoughts. I don't know what just happened. I'm having hot flashes over here. I don't know what's going on. Those games are just absolutely sick. And man, I can't believe that StarKiller beat WildGame off of a gas hatch trick. A gas trick every game into a hatchery. I don't know what that is or how the math works on that, but it worked. He made it. And you know, the big story here has been Wildcard, but let's talk about StarKiller. He defeated Paco Mike early on. He went on to play WildGame. He got beat by WildGame 2-3. Then he goes back into the loser brackets, beat Destroyer, beat Paco Mike again in a best of 3, 2 out of 3 games. And then he goes back up against Wildcard, and I wouldn't say he smashed, but he pulled the victory off, and he did it. Yeah, and that was good, man. I enjoyed that one.
It was great. Like, if you're a fan of NA, like, you can't be too disappointed that WildGame did go down, because it did go down to StarKiller. You know, he is an online hero. He plays in so many tournaments. He's a little bit cheeky. You know, we did see him whip out a bunch of 2-base play, but we haven't seen him in a ZvZ quite yet today. And how is he going to do up against the champion himself from Mexico here in the grand finals?